Shota Imanaga.
Yeah.
7 innings, 7 strikeouts, 1
innings,
walk,
7 Ks.
no earned runs. How many hits? 3?
3 hits.
3 hits. What else do I need to say? The guy, like Cody said in the super chat, he's a certified dog, bro, and he's animated on the mound. He's so fun, man. I think that's how I'm going to start it. He is fun. He is making my Cubs watching experience fun. You know what I mean by that? Like,
yeah.
I obviously when a guy is on a run like he is on right now, as far as a pitcher, it's fun to watch. But what I mean, like from my perspective, what I'm saying is that he makes baseball fun. Like, I feel like if you're not a Cubs fan and you watch that start tonight, you became a fan of him. Unless if you're a Mets fan or, you know, a Brewers, Cardinals, White Sox fan.
Yeah, someone's walking on the roof.
I still don't understand why.
Must be celebrating the Cubs win, I guess.
They're probably on the roof flying the W. Yeah.
Flying the W. It's probably Mike Dubs, actually.
Yeah,
like,
it's just Mike Dubs running up and down
the flag.
The roof. Don't let the facts get in the way of a good story. Anyway, yeah, I mean, that to me, that's been the funnest thing about Shota so far to start the year.
Most fun.
The most fun. I can't talk.
I don't think funnest is a word.
Funnest?
Sorry.
That's been the most fun.
There you go. I am the grammar police.
Anyway. Yeah. What do you got?
Yeah, so I tweeted it earlier, but looking at the MLB ERA leaderboard, and this is qualified pitchers, obviously. Also, right now, Imanaga's 34 and 2/3 innings pitched, and he's got a 0.7 ERA. Kevin, can we pull up the tweet?
Yes.
The tweet.
I want to show the leaderboard.
It's a very short one.
It's a very short leaderboard. Shota Imanaga, 0.78 ERA, and then everyone else, because he is at the top of the MLB leaderboard for qualified pitchers with ERA. He's been tremendous. Like, there's no other way to put it. He's been tremendous, and it's like ERA is great, but even like you look at the FIP, he's still top 5 in FIP. Like he is being exactly he's actually, I think, been better than the Cubs could have hoped. Not even exactly what the Cubs could have hoped. He's been better than what the Cubs could have hoped. Because we talked about it and just the expectation of the transition and some adjustments needing to be made. We knew he was working through that obviously during spring, but then coming in this year, man, he's been electric. He's given up, I think it's still at 1 earned run throughout the year.
Yeah.
Like that, maybe 2.
Someone in the chat said, he's 5-0. I know Luke he's all about the wins and losses column for pitchers, right? But he'd probably be 6-0 if that rain delay didn't happen against the Dodgers.
Yeah, no, honestly.
And he was shoving that day too. And yeah, I mean, the Cubs have won every game he's gone out there and pitched so far this year. I mean, we're talking, again, like I said during the beer bat segment, like we all kind of thought, maybe, best case scenario is, your number 3 behind Tyone and Steele. And he is pitching like
he's pushing for number 1.
Yeah,
1A,
exactly.
1B.
Like, people in the chat saying Cy Young, Rookie of the Year, both, whatever. Like, it's not like an overreaction. That's how good he's been. And I don't even feel like it's an overreaction that I'm saying it's Jake Arrieta-esque, because 0.78, when you look at Jake Arrieta's 2015, the second half of 2015 for Jake Arrieta, from, the All-Star break to the end of the year, which is a 2.5-month run, he had a 0.75 earned run average. I think that's over the course of like 11 or 12 starts. That was what led to him winning the Cy Young Award that year, right?
Yeah.
Like, again, it's weird for me to put a guy in the same realm as Jake Arrieta in 2015, but that's the kind of run it feels like Imanaga's on. No one can touch this guy right now.
Yeah, no, and like he walked a guy today, but he's still got a 3% walk rate on the year, which is at the moment 3rd in baseball. 3rd lowest tied for 2nd lowest in baseball, or maybe like 3rd just by long percentages. But like average, guys have a 172 average against him, which if Fangraphs would load, is 10th in baseball. His whip, 0.75, and that is 3rd in baseball. Like,
his WOBA is top
it's
top
it's up
5% of the
there,
league,
too.
which goes hand in hand with the low walk rate. I mean, the guy doesn't walk anybody.
No, he doesn't.
Doesn't walk anybody.
Yeah, and so like this is again where I say this is better than anyone could have expected or hoped he would be. And I'm not saying I'm expecting a struggles to come anymore because like we're 6 starts in now. He's just looking dominant. If they happened, would I be completely shocked? No, because we do know he's still coming from a different league. He's only 6 starts into pitching in the big leagues. But for now, while he's doing this, it's just like, yeah, enjoy the freaking ride because he's just going out there and dominating, right? Like Jake, our boss Jake said he stuck around and for a little bit and said he called a no-hitter and said he wasn't leaving until he gave up a hit. And I think it was the second inning when he gave up a hit, but he only ended up giving up 3. So like, he wasn't that completely far off from that. So. And then obviously the strikeout rate's fine. He's striking out 26.5%. He had 7 Ks in 7 innings today. So, again, he's the command is on point. The stuff looks like not a lot of guys are seeing him very well. Home runs were a thing that we heard about coming from Japan. That's not been an issue, right? So it's a lot of him just looking just dominant 6 starts into his major league career, and I don't know how much longer you can keep this completely up, but like anything close to this is like rookie of the year, all-star, like that kind of level of pitching. Because right now, if you're talking about who's in the Cy Young race after the first month of the season, on May 1st, after May 1st, like he's absolutely in there, if not leading the pack in that.
Oh, he's definitely leading the pack right now. Yeah, 100%.
Like that's again, I don't necessarily expect him to pitch at that level for the rest of his first season in the big leagues, but anything close to that, and you're looking at a major addition to the Cubs pitching staff that, again, like the front office went out and identified they didn't pay the $325 million that Yamamoto got. They went and identified Imanaga, liked what he brought to the table, thought he could thrive here, and got him on what we decided at the time was a pretty reasonable deal, and now it's looking like it's even more than reasonable, right? Like even like almost a steal. It's starting to get to steal territory. So, yeah, it's been 6 starts of just really impressive stuff from Imanaga. And today, again, while we'll talk about the offense, but like while the offense continues to struggle, Imanaga going out and doing what he did is just another example of like really, really, really putting them in position to win.
Right. So, I bring up the Jake Arrieta stuff, so I had to go back on to Fangraphs and bring up the game log of Jake Arrieta's 2015, second half of 2015. And like I said, I was off by 0.2 on the earned run average. He had 16 starts from July 12th until the very end of the season. That's 16 starts. He went 13-1. 3 complete games, and that included the no-hitter against the Dodgers, right? 116 innings, but again, a 0.77 earned run average. So, of course, if this is going to continue, Imanaga's got at least 6 or 7 more starts to make to where I guess we can actually really compare it. But, again, the ERAs are right there. Like, that's the only thing he doesn't have is a no-hitter, and I don't think he hasn't thrown a shutout, or not a shutout, but a complete game or anything like that. I don't think any Cubs pitcher has thrown a complete game this year. But complete games are so rare in today's game compared to even in 2015, where I felt like, they still happened a lot more often back then. So, anyway, I just wanted to kind of correct myself. But just to put it in perspective, like, that's how good of a run this guy is on right now. And, I keep waiting for the league to kind of figure him out a little bit, and it just ain't happening. Yep. So, we'll see what happens his next time out. It's Wednesday, so is he going to probably start on Sunday?
It would be Monday, right?
Or is it Monday?
Probably Monday.
It's Monday, so it wouldn't be the Brewers series.
Would have loved to see him pitch.
I don't even remember who's.
Yeah, they're gonna miss Imanaga and Steele because I think Steele started today. We'll talk a little bit about that at the end here. One thing about Evil Wax pointed this out too.
Padres are in town for Imanaga, by the way. For the Monday
next week.
game, it'd be the Padres. Yeah.
Okay.
The fastball run from Imanaga, and Brendan will be able to explain this a little bit better if he hops in later, but his fastball is unbelievable. It's untouchable right now, and you pair that with the splitter that acts like a changeup. I mean, it is such a disgust. It comes off his hand like a changeup and then ends up in the lower part of the zone, and everybody's whiffing at that. No hitter in baseball has been able to touch that yet. The combination of those two pitches has just been outstanding, and he's an athlete. He might win a Gold Glove the first month of the
defensive
season.
play he made.
Oh yeah, we didn't even
And
talk about that.
I think what's most impressive about that little who was it? Pete Alonso who hit that little dribbler?
Was it Alonso?
For some reason, I feel like it was Alonso. But either way, whoever hit it, the way he fielded it, and Marquis showed the replay of how the ball was spinning. It didn't look like that's just an easy ball to pick up. It wasn't just rolling straight. Like, it was spinning as like, I don't know, like if I was spinning a basketball on my finger or something like that. You know what I mean? And he picks it up, but in the process, he somehow signals to Michael Busch at the same time to just say, hey, I got it. Get over to first base.
Yeah, signals him back.
And he shovels it to him very quickly after he picks it up. It's just
a little diving shovel.
He did the same type of play against Boston on Sunday. So he's showing that he can field his position too, on top of just shoving it down opponents' throats. The guy, I'm at a point where I'm just going to start asking, can he walk on water as well? You know, like, what can't this guy do?
No, yeah, I know that. I mean, because he had the one in Boston, right? It was in Boston, and it's just all around great. And it's like, wonder if he could hit this well. If they didn't have the DH, would he still be able to hit well or not?
Right.
But no, it's again, it's just he's been everything the Cubs need, especially with Steele out, with Tyone out for most of the first month of the year. Just all the injuries that have happened, some inconsistency from different guys, and Shota's just gone out and just been consistent.
Yeah.
Every single time he's gone out, like that's what they need from a guy like that. With all the adversity that the team has gone throughout the month of April, they need some consistency from guys, and Shota's been the guy that's done it for him.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
We all silly like the mayor.